Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Carolyn here from Never Perfect Resin. Do you all remember a few months back when I tried hydro dipping my silicone molds in spray paint? The results were phenomenal. I came up with these super cool marbled light switch plate molds. While I was doing that, I had one and only one, mind you, coaster mold in this cute rounded edge triangle situation. I had bought a whole pack thinking it was a whole coaster set and it was only one of each shape. So I was kind of sad about that. But what I had done was I had spritzed some spray paint onto this little guy and I loved how it turned out. Now, what you also probably have seen, which was so exciting, Claire from Claire's Crafty Corner actually ended up doing a whole little series on spray paints, on silicone molds, hydro dipping, trying out all the things. And I was so excited when she actually did one whole video devoted to spray painting directly on her molds. The results were amazing. I am going to definitely, I'll link that video that Claire made down below. The neons are, mwah, love them, absolutely amazing. So I finally got around to buying more of this shape. I bought a whole set of coasters in this shape so that I could finish up this set, and we're going to see how it comes out. So what you're seeing me doing here outside, I am outside this time, not in my kitchen. I am just lightly, like little spurts, little spritzes. Spurts of spritzes is what I'm doing. I am just wanting to almost make these molds look like they've been dusted with snow. That was my end goal. So I think I was successful in that. I did let them dry for a few hours. Technically, I believe on the can that I'm using, it says dries in 1 hour, but I always like to wait a little bit longer, especially when I'm not quite sure how things are going to turn out. So, and you're only seeing 3 right now because the 4th coaster I actually made way back when I made the light switch covers. So he will make his debut at the end. I am ready to mix up some resin. I'm going to dye it black, and again, with my HTV Ront. You've seen it before. Love it. So at this point, I've got my epoxy resin mixed up. I am still using the Dr. Resin brand. Huge fan. I enjoy it quite a lot. So in terms of this pigment, I am not needing a lot at all. You saw me, I dipped my popsicle stick into that pigment once. And I've got 9 ounces of resin here, and it completely dyed the whole thing a nice opaque black. So mixing it up, and at this point, all I'm going to do is fill these coaster molds up with the black and then wait 24 hours to pop them out. The thing I love about any kind of coaster mold, any mold where there's, you know, a divot, there's a dip, a little dippy dip. You know what I'm talking about. So when you pop it out, you can still create a whole nother layer of fun. Fantastical fun is the route I'm going this time. I'm going to be using some temporary tattoos. They are coming. Y'all know I love some temporary tattoos. So basically, when these guys are done, we're going to make a whole nother little tiny layer within that divot of these coaster molds to create the magic. Just you wait and see. It is going to be awesome. Also, you guys, side note and super fun surprise. You may have seen in my other videos, I talk about what I do lately with my leftover black resin. I have been pouring it into this skull mold. Literally, it's been over a year at this point. And I finally have enough black resin. I think this guy's getting topped up. So that's going to be our extra fun surprise for this video. He's going to be done. We're going to get to unmold him. I have been waiting forever to see. I to the point I cannot even remember. It's a flower skull mold, and I cannot even remember what color the flower was at this point. So, added bonus, flower skull man finally getting demolded after way too long. All right, you guys. So it is the next day. Everything is nice and cured, as is Mr. Flower Skull Man, which I'm very excited about, by the way. But first, we're going to pop out all of our coasters, see what they look like. So coaster number 1, loving it. It definitely is giving me that kind of snow misted vibe that I was going for. There's a little bit of that paint on the back edges. It's coming right off on my fingertips. And also, just FYI, any of that residual spray paint that was left on the mold with some Scotch tape or any kind of tape for that matter, it's coming right off. So there you go. I also had some packaging tape just to make sure that it did the same thing. But yeah, tape will get the spray paint off of your mold. So no worries there. Second coaster, I love this one. It's like a snowy night, snowy night, snowy night in the woods. That's the jig is up, you guys. All right, I just totally revealed the theme. We are going Woodland Wonderland, Woodland Wonderland with these coasters. So I'm going to pop out this skull, let you guys see what that looks like, and then we're going to get back into the coasters, temporary tattoos, all that fun stuff. So here is my skull. I was super nervous about how long this was going to take to get out of the mold. This is what I do. You guys, if I have a very intricate mold where I'm worried, I tend to cut up my fingers every time. I don't know why, but I wrap, it looks excessive and silly, but I wrap my fingers in, this is just like medical tape that you get from the drugstore, but it protects my fingers when I am demolding something big and crazy like this. So this is it, you guys. This is the skull. White flowers. Oh, it could not be more perfect. I'm so happy. He's beautiful. And it's so funny because there are so many layers to this guy and they blended together perfectly. So, Mr. Skullman, you were amazing. I think I have to keep you. You're going up on the mantle. All right, you guys, we're getting into it. These temporary tattoos, I have had these for a while. I've kind of been hanging on to them because I knew they belonged somewhere special, and this is where they belong. So we are going to create a Woodland Wonderland fantastical woodland animal coaster set. That is what is happening, and we're going to get into it right now. So, going to start with this beautiful owl. Basically, and like I was talking about before, this amazing little divot within this coaster is going to house these temporary tattoos. I've done this before on my channel for sure. Basically, I am just putting the tattoos on. That's all I'm doing right now. Took that clear backing off, and I placed the owl where I thought he would look nice, and I am going to get a paper towel doused in water. You can use a sponge, anything you want really, and soak this guy up as best I can. I wait about a minute before I remove the backing, and then the hope is that the coaster will have this beautiful image of the owl on it. So for some reason, this paper was giving me some issues. I usually just, slide it and using a little toothpick to help lift up that little side. This one was kind of stuck. I think it was stuck like in the edge of the divot, if you will. But paper finally came off beautifully. Look at this owl. Hello. Ah, beautiful. Just beautiful. I'm using a paper towel just to very, very lightly take up any of that excess water. I'm going to do the exact same thing with the other two images, the fox and the wolf, and present to you also the fourth coaster that has already existed. And we're going to get some close-ups, some still shots, taking these guys outside, and we'll see what we got. Oh my goodness, you guys. I'm so sorry. I totally forgot to let you know, all the images were top coated, thin top coat with epoxy resin to seal everything in. That was done. Okay, so here we are outside looking at everything. I think these coasters are so, so, so cute. And here he is. It's a bear. It's a bear in the woods. That was the coaster I made originally. Got some still shots for you guys of each one. And I do want to, again, give a big shout out to Claire from Claire's Crafty Corner. Go check out her YouTube channel. I'm sure you guys already know it. I'll link it down below. But her neon spray paint onto the silicone molds, it was awesome. I'm going to link that video down below. Definitely go check that one out if you haven't. And anyone that has given me a super thanks, thank you so much. You know who you are. If you like this video, please feel free to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. I am here for you guys and love making super fun, never perfect resin. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, and until next time, bye.